Hi, this is Tara Green, and it is February 21st. We are in Pisces month, of course, and Mercury is stationary, just about to move direct. So things may feel more intense on the communication level as well. Mercury is at its strongest, always when the planets stop and they're not moving, they have the strongest effect. And remember that retrograde planets are closest to the Earth as well. So Mercury turning direct in Aquarius at 11 degrees. So you want to look at where that's impacting you personally in your own astrology chart. So I'm going to talk about the astrology and the tarot today. So from the Beautiful Muse Tarot, the card of the day is the Two of Voices, and voices is air, communications, mercurial thinking, all of that Mercury stuff, of course. So, of course, the tarot is always right on. Okay, so the Two of Voices, obviously you can see a sense of duality or being overwhelmed mentally. I can certainly attest to that one right now. And kind of, wanting to go in two different directions, not understanding what you want. So the key is, you can see in the card, the key is this overall kind of the major goddess figure who's very central and who's kind of invisible and who's at the heart of things. And she is the doorway or the key to going beyond that sense of duality, because, we've been programmed into believing that, one thing is positive, the light is positive, and the dark is negative. And it is not, the dark is not negative. The dark is just as positive as the light, only in a different way. And it's all about yin yang. Can't have one without the other. So we need to learn that these two voices are actually complementary opposites. The shadow side is actually where all the riches is. Everything emerges from the darkness and from the shadow. We've just been programmed that darkness is bad, not that there isn't negativity and things like that. That's a different issue. Okay, now today, of course, speaking of two voices, the moon is, of course, in Gemini, the sign of duality. Okay, ruling the mind. So for all Geminis and Virgos, when Mercury moves retrograde anytime in any sign, it affects them the most because it is their ruling planet. So wherever you have Gemini planets in your chart, that's where you will find Mercury having the greatest effect. Now, excuse me, the moon squares Neptune in Pisces. That's early. It happened already early in the morning, and so you're dreaming. You might have been really conscious of dreaming two things at once, or on two levels or two planes or dimensions at once, and maybe hearing two opposite sides of yourself speaking, dialoguing. The word dialogue is very much about a dualistic idea. All right. So if you remember your dreams, kind of ask them to stay with you in the day and kind of reappear in form. So the moon trines Venus in Aquarius. That's at 1:39 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's coming up in about an hour from now. So that's a very upbeat, optimistic, kind of brilliant thinking about connecting with someone that you love, or a woman, or anybody's, again, Venus is always feminine energy on the internet or through the airwaves, or getting a sense of putting out your positive intentions about what you want to create in your life. Venus represents all values, so she represents money and beauty and love and relationships. So that's a really positive energy to work with. And then the moon goes void of course. Now, void of course means that the moon has finished interacting with the 7 classical planets. So this is a very ancient way of working with the moon, because, of course, modern astrologers use the outer planets. So that's okay. Let's work with that system. So the moon means it's in between making aspects to the inner planets, but that doesn't mean she is not still making aspects to the outer or transpersonal planets. And the moon will, in conjunct or quincunx Pluto and Capricorn at 2:45 p.m. Again, I'm quoting Eastern Standard Time. Again, working with your shadows, working with the unconscious, digging deep into your desires. What is it that you need to transform in your life? Pluto and Capricorn represents, everything that exists in the material world, in your career, in the outer kind of manifested world. But Pluto rules the underworld, the unconscious, and really that's where the riches are. Pluto is the lord of riches and the soul. So now the moon will enter Cancer tonight, its home sign, at 10:53 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the moon is very happy when it's home in its oceanic, unconscious, womb energy, mother energy. So you're going to be governed by your stomach for the next 2.5 days. Actually, the moon is going to stay in Cancer until the 24th, when it enters Leo early in the morning. So that's a long time to really delve into the waters of nurturing, self-love, really listening to your tummy, really feeling comfy, nesting. It's very good for fertility. Wear pearls when the moon is in Cancer. So you want to use the gemstones that work with the signs. Of course, Cancer, obviously the pearl, looking like the full moon. And so really nurture yourself, feed your unconscious, love yourself, love the inner child while the moon is in Cancer. And also take care of other people and nurture them too. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com, and I'm going to do some shameless self-promotion right now. I have a very, very busy week up ahead. I've got actually 3 workshops. I'm doing 2 workshops. One is free. So on the 25th, February 25th, I'm doing a workshop through the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, who I am Agent 129 for. That is a special astrology seminar about Juno and how to activate Juno. And actually, we are decolonizing Juno because she's been totally patriarchalized since the Greek times. And so, yes, we have Juno Awards in Canada for actors and actresses. That is very nice, people who work in drama. But Juno is a very powerful goddess. She is the feminine form of Jupiter, the largest planet in the solar system. So she has a very interesting history. I'm going to go into the history. Juno rules relationships, committed relationships. That's something that most people want to know about. And she also represents a kind of feminine form of divine genius. So you really want to learn how to activate that. It gives you incredible abilities to learn to be in 8 dimensions at once. So please join me. You have to sign up for that one through the Cosmic Intelligence Agency, through Facebook, or on their major page. It's $20 for that workshop. It'll be at 8 o'clock, again, Eastern Standard Time on the 25th. And then on the 27th, on the full moon in Virgo, I'm giving one of my own Virgo full moon astrology magic workshops, which I've started this series at the beginning of this year. Love doing them. So join me on Zoom for that. It's on, you have to get in touch with me through my email. That's at taragreentarot.com to register for that one. That one's $22. Again, 8 p.m. on the 27th on Zoom. Okay, and then on the 28th, I do my regular monthly preview of tarot and astrology through the Cosmic Intelligence Agency. Again, that is live on Facebook at 8 p.m. All these workshops are at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get in touch with me, I'm at taratarot.com. Due to Mercury retrograde, I locked myself out of my site there and have to figure out how to get on there again. Follow me at infinitynow.wordpress.com, my blog. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. I'm on TikTok too. So see you soon. Blessings.